Hey, what's up, everyone? So today we're going to be wrapping up the last of our presupposition series. So we're going to be looking at the last 5. But before we get into that, I want to take a moment just to let you guys know down below is that subscribe button. If you could hit that, that'd be great. So let's get into it, guys. Hey everyone, welcome back to Mindful Monday. Today we're wrapping up the last 5 presuppositions of this 3-part video series of 15 presuppositions. And I just want to take a moment before the video to kind of address why I haven't been making videos. I've been super busy. As some of you may know, life gets hectic at times, and you have to choose certain things over others. And I'm sorry that I haven't been able to produce as much content as I normally would, but hopefully things are looking up and we will be getting back on track to making content Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for you guys. So I just wanted to address that real quick. We as a family were getting sick and other things were happening, so that's what was going on there. So let's jump into the last 5 presuppositions that we have. Number 11, empowerment comes via responsibility. And basically, maturity in life is less reflective of a person's age and more reflective of the individual's willingness to assume full responsibility for his or her life. As a person matures, they become more decisive, consistent, and strong, and when they know that they've taken full responsibility and are doing their very best, confidence grows and they feel empowered as a result. So this one I guess I've kind of always known growing up, just not on this level of empowerment comes via responsibility. I, as a person, had to grow up very fast with a lot of different things in my life causing me to mature faster than most kids. And you see maturity in certain individuals growing up. I've seen kids that are 12 years old that have the maturity of a 30-year-old, and I've seen it, the other way around, a 30-year-old with the maturity of a 12-year-old. It's all about the individual and willing to be perceptive and mindful of things and take responsibility. So I really like this one because this is a lot of what the things that I've been learning boils down to is empowering yourself because of responsibility, learning about yourself, learning to take charge and take meaning in your life. So moving on to number 12, having a choice is far better than not having a choice. Always attempt to have a map that provides you with the widest number of choices. Always aim to increase choice. The more choice you have, the more free you are and the greater influence you have. And so this one with having a choice is far better than not having a choice seems like a no-brainer. Seems like, well, duh, like if you have a choice, you at least have some options to explore. You at least, know where you could end up. But if you don't have a choice and you're forced to do something, obviously having a choice is better, right? True. But a lot of people feel like they don't have a choice. And I feel like this is wrong. I feel like a lot of people need to realize that, you do have a choice. And one of these ways that I can show an example of people saying, oh, I don't have a choice is going to work or going to school. They get up and they're like, I don't have a choice, I have to go. No, you don't have to go. You just don't want to have the responsibility or the consequences of not going. Because you have a choice. You just trick yourself into believing that you don't have a choice. And a lot of times people do this with things that don't even pertain to, oh, I don't have a choice. Making life decisions or other things. They think that they don't have a choice, but you do. And having that choice is better than not having one. People work perfectly. That's number 13. No one is wrong or broken. We're all executing our strategies perfectly. However, our strategies may be ineffective and poorly designed. Because aware of how you or other people operate so that your strategy can be changed if need to be something more desirable and useful. And the best example I can think about this is giving a task to 10 different people and seeing how these 10 people work this task out. As simple as telling them to sweep a area. Let's say it's a 5x5 area with a bunch of dirt on it. Tell them to sweep this area clean. And I guarantee you all 10 of those people will have their own methodology and their own strategy on how to clean that 5x5 area with a broom. It's very interesting to look at people sometimes, especially you'll notice in brainstorming sessions about a certain topic or task that people need to complete. Everyone will have a different viewpoint, everyone will have a different perspective, and everyone will have a different way that they want to complete the task. Doesn't mean that nobody is wrong or that everybody is wrong. It just means that everybody has their own strategies of execution. That's the best way I think I can describe that one. Moving on to number 14, all actions have a purpose. The actions we take are not random. We're always trying to achieve something, although we might not be aware of what it actually is. Now, this whole idea that actions have a purpose is true. When you get up, that's an action. When you go brush your teeth, that's an action. When you go eat cereal or whatever it is that you eat for breakfast, that's an action. All of these things have a purpose. Getting up so that you can start your day. Brushing your teeth so that your teeth are clean and they don't rot out of your head. Eating breakfast because you're hungry and need to eat and refuel your body. If you look at all of the things you do, whether you're aware of them or not, they have a purpose. They have a specific thing that they do for you, with you, or against you in a way sometimes, that you can see whether you're aware or not. And so, with this being all actions have purpose, look at the things that you want to achieve and take action to create that purpose. And so finally we come to the last one. The last one is the meaning of the communication is not just what you intend, but also the response you get. The response might be different from what you wanted, but there is no such thing as failure in communication. Only responses and feedback. If you're not getting the results you desire, change what you're doing. Start by taking responsibility for the communication. Now, when I think of this, the meaning of communication, not just what you intend, but also the response, and when you're not getting the response you want, changing how you communicate. Well, first thing that comes to mind when you keep getting the same responses is the definition of insanity. When you do the same thing over and over and expect different results. Same thing when it comes to communicating with people. If you're constantly yelling at people and you expect different results from different people, maybe you need to change the way you speak to people. Or maybe if you're a very timid person and you expect people to listen to you, you need to speak up. You need to get louder so that people will listen to you, because people aren't going to hear you, or maybe they're not going to take what you have to say because you have no confidence. This is the best way I could describe this presupposition to you about communication and getting a response that you get. Sometimes you may say the same thing to different people and get a different response. It's just a matter of looking at how you're communicating and the responses you're getting and maybe altering or tweaking the way you respond or the way that you communicate with people. Because everybody is different, everybody will see things differently, but sometimes everybody is very similar on a certain topic or subject or thing that you're communicating. You know, if I'm trying to remember, it's if everyone else thinks something doesn't always make it right. No, I'm trying to remember this saying. Anyways, I'll put it in the comment or in the description if I can remember it. The point is communication is very key to getting things across, as I'm using this video. But the response you get from that communication may be totally different than what you expected, but it's also very important to consider and look at. So these are the things that I have for you today, these 5 presuppositions, to wrap up the last of this little mini series that I did for presuppositions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got something out of it. This is something that I'm moving forward going to be working with, is doing these types of mindsets and thought processes and critical thinking to really help you with your mindset and being more mindful and working on viewing things from a different perspective. So I really hope you guys enjoy this little Monday setup that I have going on. If you do, put a comment down below, let me know. Maybe there's some things that I can change. What's your response to my communication here? And you know, am I empowering you? Do my actions seem like they have purpose? You know, all these different things that I've been teaching you. So put a comment down below, share it off to a friend, to somebody you think may need to hear something like this. But most importantly, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and God bless.